Inupiaq, Inupiat or Alaskan Inuit, is a group of dialects of the Inuit languages, spoken by the Inupiat people in northern and northwestern Alaska, and part of the Northwest Territories. The Inupiat language is a member of the Inuit-Yupik-Unangan language family, and is closely related to Inuit languages of Canada and Greenland. There are roughly 2,000 speakers. Inupiaq is an official language of the state of Alaska. The name is also rendered as Inupiatun, Inupiaq, Inupiaq, Inyupiaq, Inyupiat, Inyupeat, Inupik, and Inyupik. The main varieties of the Inupiaq language are Northern Alaskan Inupiaq and Seward Peninsula Inupiaq. The Inupiaq language has been in decline since contact with English in the late 19th century. American colonization and the legacy of boarding schools have created a situation today where a small minority of Inupiat speak the Inupiaq language. There is, however, revitalization work underway today in several communities. History. The Inupiaq language is an Inuit-Yupik-Unangan language, also known as Eskimo Aleut, has been spoken in the northern regions of Alaska for as many as 5,000 years. Between 1,000 and 800 years ago, Inuit peoples migrated east from Alaska to Canada and Greenland, eventually occupying the entire Arctic coast and much of the surrounding inland areas. The Inupiaq dialects are the most conservative forms of the Inuit language, with less linguistic change than the other Inuit languages. In the mid to late 19th century, Russian, British, and American colonizers would make contact with Inupiaq people. In 1885, the American territorial government appointed Rev. Sheldon Jackson as General Agent of Education. Under his administration, Inupiaq people, and all Alaska natives, were educated in English-only environments, forbidding the use of Inupiaq and other indigenous languages of Alaska. After decades of English-only education, with strict punishment if heard speaking Inupiaq, after the 1970s, most Inupiat did not pass the Inupiaq language onto their children, for fear of them being punished for speaking their language. In 1972, the Alaska state legislature passed legislation mandating that if a school is attended by at least 15 pupils whose primary language is other than English, then the school shall have at least one teacher who is fluent in the native language. Today, the University of Alaska Fairbanks offers bachelor's degrees in Inupiaq language and culture, while at preschool, kindergarten level, Inupiaq immersion school named Inyupiaq teaches grades preg first grade in Kotazebu. In 2014, Inupiaq became an official language of the state of Alaska, alongside English and 19 other indigenous languages. Dialects. There are 4 main dialect divisions, and these can be organized within 2 larger dialect collections. Seward Peninsula Inupiatun consists of Bering Strait dialects, spoken on King Island and the Diomede Islands and the villages north of Nome, and Kawiarik dialects, spoken in Tela, Kawiarik, and the villages south of Nome as far as Unalakleet. Northern Alaskan Inupiatun is spoken in the Northwest Arctic and North Slope regions, from Deering to Inuvik and Aklavik in the Mackenzie Delta in Northwest Territories. Morpho Syntax. Inupiaq is a polysynthetic language, meaning that words can be extremely long with many postbases, endings, and enclitics connected to the initial root. The Inupiaq category of number distinguishes singular, plural, and dual. Nouns are inflected in 9 cases and for possession. Inupiaq's case inventory includes ergative, absolutive, instrumental, allative, ablative, locative, perlative, simulative and vocative. Inupiaq does not have a category of gender and articles. Verbs are inflected for number and person of their subject and object, as well as mood. Person, number and mood are expressed by a single morpheme. Inupiaq marks future tense obligatorily, while present and past tense are marked optionally. Subject-object-verb is the most neutral word order. Subject-verb-object is also acceptable. Verb-initial sentences are grammatical but unusual. Inupiaq displays ergative-absolutive alignment through case marking and verb agreement. Inupiaq grammar includes morphological passive, antipassive, causative and applicative. Noun incorporation is also attested. Phonology. Inupiaq has three basic vowels. A-I-U. Phonemically, A-I-U. Phonetically, I-U. The vowels can also appear long. Double A-E-U-U, A-I-U. When adjacent to the uvular consonants Q-G, Q. Short vowels are lowered allophonically to E-O, respectively. Length is important in distinguishing meaning in Inupiaq. Short vowels may be joined to produce the diphthongs I-I-O-O-U-E. The vowel I is derived historically from the merger of Proto-Inuit I and E. Only the former causes palatalization of the following consonant. Only in pedagogical texts are the two kinds of I written differently. Inupiaq has around 21 consonants. All stops are voiceless. The following consonants are found. The Inupiaq letter N is pronounced close to English NY and Canyon. Writing systems. Inupiaq was first written when explorers first arrived in Alaska and began recording words in the native languages. They wrote by adapting the letters of their own language to writing the sounds they were recording. Spelling was often inconsistent, since the writers invented it as they wrote. Unfamiliar sounds were often confused with other sounds, so that, for example, Q was often not distinguished from K, and long consonants or vowels were not distinguished from short ones. Along with the Alaskan and Siberian Yupik, the Inyupiat eventually adopted the Latin script Inyupiat that Moravian missionaries developed in Greenland and Labrador. Native Alaskans also developed a system of pictographs, which, however, died with its creators. In 1946, Roy Amaragak, an Inupiaq Presbyterian minister from Barrow, worked with Eugene Nidder, a member of the Summer Institute of Linguistics, to develop the current Inupiaq alphabet based on the Latin script, although some changes have been made since its origin, most notably the change from K to Q. The essential system was accurate and is still in use. Extra letter for Kobuk dialect. Extra letters for specific dialects. Diomede. Kiwiarik. Cht. Text sample. This is a sample of the Inupiaq language of the Kivalina variety from Kivalina Reader. Published in 1975. Anaina Ananiksuk Kikiktami. Aasii Anuguguni. Tiki Gagmi Kivalinigmilu. Tuvarakatini Guni Ivayuimik. Kalitartaruchimik Kitung of Lutik. Ichax Rat Inyavlutin. Ilanakitung Isataramna Kinugana. This is the English translation. From the same source. Anaina was born in Shishmeref. He grew up in Point Hope and Kivalina. He marries Inyupiaq. They had 11 children. 6 of them are alive. One of the children is Kinugana. Vocabulary comparison. The comparison of various vocabulary in 3 different dialects. Notes. See also. Inuit languages. Inuit-Yupik-Unangan languages. Edna Ruggick McLean, a well-known Inupiaq linguist. Inupiat people. Print resources. Existing dictionaries, grammar books and other, and language resources. There are a number of online resources that can provide a sense of the language and information for second language learners. Target pronunciation video by Kasuk. Alaskan Inupiaq language resources. Inupiaq language on Alaska Native Languages. Com by Iagik. Animal names in Brevard Mission dialect. Target app by the Grant and Read Magdans. Allows you to text using Inupiaq characters. Dictionary of Inupiaq. 1970 University of Fairbanks PDF by Webster. Endangered Alaskan language goes digital from National Public Radio. Inupiaq Handbook for Teachers. A story of the Inupiaq language and further resources. North Slope Grammar 2nd year by Dr. Edna McLean PDF. Online Inupiaq Morphological Analyzer. Storybook. The Telereader. A collection of stories in the Brevard Mission dialect. Storybook. Kliaktuat Mumixrat by Alaska Native Language Program. UAF and Dr. Edna McLean. Kagi. Com. An online community focused on supporting modern and traditional Inupiaq life, language and culture. A Inupiaq social networking site focused on education and founded under the leadership of the Inupiaq Education Department, North Slopes School District, and with the community support of Uncivilized Films, Naninuak Productions, Community Profits, Catalyst Web Design, Ilisona, Inupiaq History, Language and Culture Commission, Ilisajvik College, and the Smithsonian Institute. The Dialects of Inupiaq from LanguageGeek.com includes Northern Alaskan consonants, U.S. alphabet, Northern Alaskan vowels, Seward Peninsula consonants, Seward Peninsula vowels, Inupiaq words YouTube account.